Hey, this is Isaiah over at Matthews Motors here in Clayton, North Carolina, and today I'm shooting you a short video of this awesome 2018 Jaguar XJ Supercharged. What we're going to do in this video is go over the features from the front to the trunk. If you like what you see, we're looking forward to you taking this vehicle for a test drive and seeing what we can do for you here at Matthews Motors. Let's get started. Let's start under the hood of this Jaguar. You are looking at an intercooled, supercharged 5.0 liter V8 that is paired with a rear wheel drivetrain system, outputting 470 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 424 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPM. You get a 0 to 60 time in this vehicle of 4.2 seconds, which is awesome for a full-size sedan. It has a clean Carfax, only has 11,473 miles, which means you get a transferable bumper-to-bumper warranty from Jaguar of 43 months or 49,578 miles. That is bumper-to-bumper coverage on this vehicle. Excellent deal, great choice, and this is a very quick engine. Once you slip into your Jaguar XJ, you will notice that the interior is not only well kept, but excellently designed. This feels like luxury. It is just as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. Black leather throughout, white trim, silver accents all throughout the buttons and the dash, and you get this amazing wood grain that carries from the doors all the way across the dash and even onto the steering wheel. It just feels excellent. Let's start her up. Push button start. Sounds good. As you can see, the select nozzle raises up, and once the knob is up, you see a textured aluminum here on the outside. Looks excellent. Let's go over some of the features. Over here, power locks, power windows, power mirrors. Those mirrors are going to have blind spot indicators. You're going to have power seats as well. These seats are heated and cooled and massaging. Memory settings for both the driver and the passenger as well. Again, you get the wood grain that carries over. It'll carry us right over here to the gauge cluster and the steering wheel. You get a full digital gauge cluster with pertinent options that you can control from your steering wheel. You can also control your infotainment system. Quite a large screen here. Bluetooth calls and cruise control as well. Let's talk about a couple of the style choices here. One of my favorite is the climate control vents, which is not something that I get to talk about a lot because usually it's pretty straightforward, but it just feels good. It has these rotating spheres that you can bring to the perfect position. Nothing with little dashes and knobs. We're not worried about that. You also have a analog clock here in the leather dash and stitch, says XJ. Let's move on down to the infotainment system. You are going to have navigation included into that, parking sensors. You're also going to have options for your seats, which will have, again, the massage settings, heated and cooled settings. Once we pop over to the rear view camera, you get a rear view camera, and you also get a top-down camera as well with full 360-degree views, front and rear parking sensors throughout the vehicle. Come down here, you get quad climate control in here, both for driver, passenger, and both rear passengers as well. You also have the options to switch between dynamic and weather modes. Now let's go down here for some other styling. You can open one cup holder at a time. I love that. I think that's excellent, and the cup holders even look well designed. You can also open up this, and it's going to have a little bit of additional storage space. Your center console, good amount of storage space, USB, HDMI ports, and you also have some options for SIM cards and power outlets. Now, glove box. Don't get to say much interesting about the glove box usually, but I love this one. You just lightly tap that button, don't even press it. And you open up and see you have the original owner's manual. In the owner's manual, you have a Jaguar cloth to clean your infotainment screen like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's move upwards. As you can see, very nice lining on the top, cream color. You also have the options to control your rear sunshade, both of your sunroofs as well. Your lighting options up here. You can open you can open up the screen for either of the sunroofs. You don't have to do both at the same time, so you do have that option coming from Jaguar. All in all, this is a beautifully designed car, even to the rear view mirror, which is bezel-less. This thing, again, feels like luxury. When you're sitting in this, it really evokes a sense of power, I would say. Your rear passengers in your XJ are not left without. Let's go over some of the features back here. First major feature, space. This is a full-size sedan. I'm about 6'4", so you're getting a fairly accurate representation of how people are going to fit back here, especially tall people. As you can see, wood grain trim continues, leather stitching all throughout, soft touch points. You get a nice little ashtray as well in the rear doors. I like that. Non-smoker's vehicle though. You can see your Meridian surround system. I didn't mention that up front, but it is throughout the cabin of the vehicle. Meridian ranks very high for their premium sound systems. You get the same climate control vents back here. Love that. Again, quad climate control, so rear passengers not only have their ability to control their own auto settings, they can control whether it's coming from the top or the towards the feet. Heated and cool rear seats as well. Let's go ahead and pop this down so you can see you do have some storage options. Press a button that's located on either side. A little bit of storage here. Cup holders, a little bit more storage as well if you don't have a passenger in the middle seats. You can also open your own sunroof back here, from back here, and you can open and close your rear sunshade. There's a nice tint on the windows, so you feel very insulated from the outside while you're driving. All in all, again, folks, luxury, very beautiful, very comfortable, even for the rear passengers. Once we get to the back of the XJ, you'll notice a few things. It's a little understated, which I like. That gives this vehicle a lot of class. The bronze bouncing Jaguar here on the back. You have the OG bronzed Jaguar on the front. Looks very good. Rear parking sensors. You can see that the rear backup camera is built into the bumper, so you don't have that ugly little knob sticking out. You also get dual exhaust here in the back. Let's open her up. You can press this little button and it'll pop open. It is powered, and you get a ton of space. And as you can see, when you're going in, you'll see a metal trim piece here that's on the inside of the doors as well. It says Jaguar. Come back here, you do have an all-weather mat that covers up your the carpeting to keep it safe. Well, you have cargo back here. You have some all-weather mats as well. Once you open that, you have a spare tire. You have your wheel locks and their original Jaguar packaging as well. Your battery's under here. Again, powered trunk, so press a button, comes right down. Very classy. See your spoiler. Very nice vehicle all around. Hopefully this video helps provide a little bit more context on this Jaguar XJ Supercharged 2018. If you have any further questions about this vehicle, reach out to me here at the dealership, 919-556